What's crackin', movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, and today we got Bonnie Somerville taking on Brett Sheridan. Who knows what's gonna happen in this match? Who knows if Bonnie's gonna show up? How many jokes will the snipers crack off? This should be a good one. Let's get it started.
Congratulations to Dan Merle, you deserve that title. February 29th in Atlanta, the main event for the championship. Ben the Boss Bateman defends his title against Dangerous Dan Merle. One of the biggest fights we've had in a long, long time. Easily Ben Bateman's hardest test he's ever had. The undercard is great. Alex Damon, Star Wars champion, going for his first intergeekdom match ever against Emily Rose Jacobson.
So I'm coming for that belt someday.
I know what I have to do. I know I want to end this season, so Atlanta's in my sights.
Hey. No.
What?
Don't get down. No,
What are you talking? I can't.
I just wanted to.
Back problems. What are you?
Well, I just wanted to talk about like the team stuff.
The team. Yeah.
Do you want me to?
No. I know we haven't had a chance to talk about it. There's some left. I know. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. We're always taking Chihuahua's potty and.
Sure.
Is it bad? Problem? What?
No, I think I was a little surprised.
What? I didn't have anything to do with that. I was down the street getting kicked out of a bar, and I come back in, and Sam's calling my name, and I had Freaks and Geeks on VHS, but this is kind of fun for me, like to. It's a big moment. Like, what do you want?
I love Sam for you, actually. Now that I think about it, this is great, actually. Okay.
Oh, I would. We don't. That's not how it works. And don't say my voice is getting high. I'm lying.
It's getting high, but I think you could just be like, hey Sam, can you trade me to the tent? It's like literally that.
Okay. That's not how sports works.
That's
competitive.
Not how sports works.
No, that's not that.
Okay.
Okay.
No. I'm really. You know what? I think this is good.
I didn't. That was more the drink doing that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna.
Okay. I'll see you later. Hey, did you know that we have Sean Sullivan?
Sean Sullivan?
Yeah, I think he's gonna beat you at Star Wars.
I wrote a book.
He's read it.
Well,
Bye.
Gracious gold.
welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Christian Marlowe. I'm joined, of course, by Mark Baby Carrots Ellis. And Mark, what another match here. We have another match, but it is between the Den and this time Corruption, making their first shot here at the new season, the new era. And what a match it is.
Oh, Christian, I love these kind of matchups because sometimes with the movie Trivia Schmoedown, you say, well, who is this person's strengths? Who are their weaknesses? How is it going to shape up in round number 2? With this match, it's simple. Who's going to score a point?
Now, I think there'll be a lot more. I think there'll be a few more points. I don't think that's nice. Remember, Bonnie Somerville is a veteran. She's played twice. She almost beat Josh McCouga in the first tournament, and she took Janine the Machine to sudden death in Janine's first match. So Bonnie knows what she's doing. The question
But will
is,
she show up?
that was the question I was going to ask.
Is she in the studio?
Is she
Does
in the
anybody
building?
have eyes on Somerville?
We don't even know if she's in the building. We'll have to find out in the pre-interview.
Go for Bonnie.
And Brett Sheridan, I think he saw a movie on Netflix. He
fell asleep.
I've known Brett for a long time, and I know that he's wanted to compete, but I don't know what's going to happen here today. Brett he's beloved by the audience. He is entertaining, but his overall movie knowledge, I don't know. If he directed a movie himself and you asked him who directed that movie, I don't know if he would get it.
But he would know what the craft services were. He would know that a cast iron skillet was used, probably a lodge from the early 1900s. And will Brett Sheridan's knowledge of cookery help him out in this matchup? Will Bonnie Somerville's knowledge of the roads of Los Angeles that lead here help her answer a question correctly? It's anybody's ball game.
It's anybody's ballgame, but it's also the big story, to be honest with you, is not even necessarily the competitors themselves. It's the factions that they're on. Because you look at the Den, who's now, they have a victory with Ben Goddard. And the winner of this match plays Ben Goddard. So already the Den is up in the ranks looking for yet another win. However, Corruption, who is one of the most devastating teams, they have Mike Kalinowski, they have Chance Ellison, and now they have Bonnie Somerville. So this would be a big win for Corruption. They all talked a lot. You want to see what they said?
I want to see what they said right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Let's do that match. How about Sheridan versus Somerville? I'll do that match. I'll definitely do that match. You accept it?
We are only 98% sure that Bonnie wins that match, so don't you
Or Bonnie shows up. So come on, like, let's not get crazy.
That should actually be the promo. I showed up.
Listen up, people. I know Bonnie Somerville is more successful than me, and she's more attractive than me.
Guys, I know everybody's like, is she gonna show up or not show up? If she does or if she doesn't, either way, she's never gonna want to show her face around here again. Because we got this sniper here. This is the Den. You saw what happened with Ben, and we're here to do it again. If Bonnie even bothers to show up today, the odds are so low. Bonnie is here in the flesh, looking like the smoke show that she is.
I did show up, okay? I didn't get bronchitis. I'm here to kick ass.
That's right. And the disrespect, we're gonna squash it today because she's here and she's ready to destroy you.
Yes, I'm ready to destroy you, Brett. Sorry. You'll get used to it, though.
Bonnie
A day to remember?
and Janine.
To remember.
I would love to come back and redeem myself yet again. I feel very good about coming back because I have studied, I have learned, I have grown, and that one really pissed me off because I lost in sudden death. I'm not gonna do that again.
Let me tell you, it's not that she doesn't show up to stuff because she's studying movie trivia. So I think it's gonna be fine.
And also, he's not scared.
I'm scared. I'm frightened.
Okay, let's just us use the mic. You know what? I forgot. I do have a little snack for you. Some little cheddar lions. Well, we're gonna start with our first knockout of the season, and then when we're done, we're coming for all the belts that we lost. We're gonna put everyone in their place, and you'll all be bowing down by the end of the season.
Just tell Bonnie what you really think of her. You are a nice person.
Okay, Grace, you wanna give a message to me?
And we're going to destroy you regardless. Bonnie Smoke Show Somerville, she showed up, she's back, and she's ready to kick some ass.
There it is.
Bonnie's in the interview.
I was going to say, she showed up. Now,
She
is
was
that
there.
green screen from her house?
Maybe. I don't know. Whether or not she's actually going to be here or not, I don't know. But she superimposed Shannon inside of the actual thing. And Shannon, who has now become they call her the Queen of Corruption. They call her, look at what she has done. It's been incredible how much of a superstar she's become. And then couple that with Kate and Grace together, this is going to be something.
Shannon has become a superstar in this league, leaving a path of destruction in her wake. Just ask Wildberries fans. And then when you look at the Den, I think that they did such a good job with Grace and Kate complementing each other's strengths as managers. Is that going to carry over into today's match? It's another battle of SCN Live, and I'm here for it.
All right. With that, I ask you, are you ready?
Well, why don't we do a tail of the tape? Do they have strings?
Go ahead. See what you got.
Bonnie's good at being in movies and television.
Right.
She's also a very accomplished singer, songwriter, musician. And Brett Sheridan, again, you can't say enough about what a nice guy he is.
He tells good jokes.
What a jokester.
All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I didn't know what to do. We were at a loss, dude. I don't know what these people's strengths are.
Find out today.
I've known them so well, but I have no idea if they've ever seen a movie.
Introducing first, representing the Den, led to the ring by his managers, Kate the Mouth Mulligan and the Lioness, Grace Hancock. Making his Schmoedown debut, he is Brett the Sniper Sheridan! Where is he? There's Grace. There's Kate. Brett Sheridan's in the building. Brett made it. Brett showed up. Brett showed up. Look at the fighting pose. And the mouth right behind him.
You know, he's got
nowhere to go.
He's just, this is why you need managers.
Yeah.
They show you where to sit, what microphone to talk into. I wish they could answer for him.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that's indeed the case.
There you go. So you used the dry, yeah, when you're done, you're gonna erase it. Okay?
And his opponent, representing Corruption, led to the ring by her manager, the Queen of Corruption, Shannon Barney. She is the Smoke Show, Bonnie Somerville. Oh, she's getting booed. She's getting booed by the Queen.
That could be Corruption moves too. These could be errant moves aimed at Shannon or Corruption.
Showed up.
Did you say Bonnie's the Smoke Show?
The Smoke Show.
Because we never know if she's actually showing up.
I didn't get bronchitis. I didn't get the flu. I'm here, and I'm here to win.
Oh, look at
You
that.
know what? Bonnie shows up like her friends' residuals from the 90s, a little less frequently now.
Oh, look at Kate taking a
At
shot.
least I get residuals from the 90s.
At least she was on TV once. Helping her!
Ladies and gentlemen, they have sat down.
A little more
Oh, go ahead,
playful.
Shannon.
Let's do this.
All right, well, they have sat down. They're here. Mark, it is already a circus.
That's what we
please.
expected, yeah,
Yes.
Christian. If nothing else, we're going to get a lot of entertainment value out of this matchup as the managers make their way to their respective corners. It is now time for the rules in round number one. Round number one, as I'm sure you're both well aware from your hours of studying the movie Trivia Schmoedown, 8 questions will be asked to the field of competitors. As soon as we ask a question, write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you. You have about 15 seconds to do so. Once we ask you by name, please reveal your answer, show what you wrote on the whiteboard to the camera, at the same time you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number one. It's just a test of you and what's between your ears for each and every question. Each competitor has 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you need a JTE rule, buy yourself some time. Use an extra 15 seconds to get the right answer. Each competitor also has 1 challenge that can be used at any point throughout the 3-round match. If you wish to issue a challenge, please get the attention of your manager, and they will get our attention to issue said challenge.
All right, so we asked, Bonnie, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Brett, are you ready?
Sure.
Mark's chest hair, are you ready?
Look at this, baby. It's the beard, it's the hair.
Then let's get ready to schmoe!
It's like a space jam cruise. I don't know if you can see that.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you sniffing your pen?
Yeah, it's always good.
Jeez.
Action adventure is your first question. Which action franchise features such characters as Odd Job, Jaws, and Xena on a Top?
All right. Competitors. It looks like they're both dreaming of summer days under the bleachers.
It's good start. And you gonna repeat it?
Can I please have a repeat?
That's your first one. Which action franchise features such characters as Odd Job, Jaws, and Xena on a Top?
I believe that's Xenia.
Well,
I don't
Xenia.
know if this is right.
I don't think it would have mattered.
Indiana
It's the
Jones?
warrior princess. You never know.
Those names do not sound familiar to me.
have it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Bonnie.
Star Wars?
Nope. And Brett.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Looking for James Bond, everybody. Good
Only
start.
seen all of them.
Yes.
You've seen every one of them.
I have also, actually.
Okay, good start, guys. All right, here we go. Brett, whatever your name is.
I hate you. Don't touch me.
Your next question comes in the world of new releases. These are movies recently released in theaters. And your question is, who plays the role of Elton John in the film Rocket Man?
Oh.
Not to be confused with the Harlan Williams classic from 1994.
From freaking...
We aren't judged by spelling, right?
No,
It depends on how far off the spelling is.
Okay.
If you could get the syllables correct.
I spelled it right.
4, 3.
Shit, what is his name? I'm a blank. Kingsman. I forget his name. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Kingsman, the Golden Circle. I can't believe I forgot his name.
3, 2,
Very slow countdown from you.
1.
today.
Brett?
Taron Egerton?
Yes. And Bonnie?
I wrote Egerton. Does that count?
It does not. So Brett goes up. Brett goes up 1-0. That's right.
You should get a partial point for the last name, okay? Come on.
0.5, maybe. We'll
make a note of
We'll
it.
see how the first round goes.
We'll add it in on pencil and paper.
But I need some more of this.
Go ahead. Dramas. Dramas is your next one. In which 1989 film will you hear this phrase? Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Christian, maybe this match would be ripe for an intermission somewhere halfway through.
Oh, I don't want to miss a
number
second
two.
of this match. Are you kidding me? And 5,
This is going to be the Irishman
4,
of matches.
3, 2, 1. Bonnie?
Dead Poet Society?
Yes. Brett?
Dead Poets Society.
Okay, 2-1. Brett keeps his lead. Brett keeps his lead, and I spit all over my keyboard. Good.
All right, your next question is in the world of directors. These are the people right behind the camera.
What? There are people behind the camera?
Your question is, who directed 2005's War of the Worlds? That was War of the Worlds. This is like a fight between two giant babies.
Steven Spielberg.
And did you? Bonnie has 2 repeats left. Brett has 3. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Second
can
one
do
for
that.
Bonnie.
In the world of directors, who directed 2005's War of the Worlds? It's just getting that mouse back
It's
on
like
the wheel.
watching people take their SATs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Brett?
Michael Bay?
No. And Bonnie to tie?
James Cameron?
No.
It's the name of a director.
Oh, it's the director's name.
Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
that's right. I knew that.
Let's
I
take
knew
it back.
that. I
We'll do
knew
it
that.
again.
I just, you know what? I don't want to throw him off so early because
I
he's so
understand.
fragile.
I get it. Oh, here's
So
the
I'm
next.
trying to be
Here's the
nice
next one that's going to be
Alright.
interesting to watch. Fantasy sci-fi.
Oh boy.
Star Wars.
I wonder if either one of you have seen this. In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, who plays the avatar Franklin Mouse Finbar, who is a weapons carrier and a zoologist, and he has a weakness for cake.
Sounds like Ken Knapsack.
Yeah. He's eating cake right now.
Animal lover, weapons specialist,
Loves cake.
cake enthusiast.
Repeat the question again.
First one for Brett. In Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, who plays the avatar Frankie the Mouse Finbar, a weapons carrier and zoologist with a weakness for cake.
And Christian
Kevin
halfway
Hart?
through round one, the JTE rules dropping like flies.
That's so true. But look, if that's how you got to use it, that's how you got to use it.
Use it. There's a
5,
reason you got them.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please, and we start with Bonnie.
The Rock.
No, and
Kevin Hart.
yes. Look at Brett. Brett takes a 2-point lead.
Choices.
Brett takes a 2-point lead. All right,
Look at
next
how
one.
red he is. My God. Don't have a stroke.
I thought this was going to be an S show.
All right, here we go. Next question. In the world of comedies. Don't need this one. We want to speed the match up as quickly as possible. Seth Rogen and Bill Hader play wacky cops in what 2017 comedy?
Can Brett
Super bad.
here?
You know, just seeing the pure joy on that little boy's face.
Oh, he's. Well,
It
can you
makes this
imagine?
all worth it.
I don't get a multiple choice.
Not for this round.
Not for
5,
this round. Wait.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Last,
I'm sorry.
That's your
Last
last
one.
one.
I can do that. In the world of comedies, Seth Rogen and Bill Hader play wacky cops In what 2007 teen comedy?
That was Bonnie's last
I
JT.
know it, but I can't.
Christian, all the years of private jets and first-class treatment and five-star hotels has caught up with Bonnie.
5, 4, 3, 2,
I joked.
1. And Brett?
It's Let's Be Cops.
No.
It's something along that line.
Nothing. Looking for Superbad.
Oh,
Superbad.
Scherzinger.
I was gonna write something to do with penises, but that probably wasn't PG.
That's
Gotta
a
cut that
sequel.
whole thing out. This isn't live, right?
We're gonna thank Eric right now. Doesn't like either one of you.
Okay.
All right. So here's the next one. Horror thriller. Which horror franchise centers on a boy named Damien, who may be the Antichrist?
I love how you delivered that.
The Omen.
You should be a doctor.
Well, it's only, and it may be the Antichrist. Maybe. That's true. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Second one. Second one. Oh, is it you? That was me. All right. What horror franchise centers on a boy named Damien who just might be the Antichrist?
Is he the Antichrist?
We'll find out next Tuesday on NBC.
We have 2 minutes to midnight before the Antichrist takes over the
5,
planet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Put your pens down, Sheridan and Bonnie.
The Omen.
Yes, Brett.
He has 766
No.
on his
So
head.
Bonnie comes within 1 there. Bonnie catching up there, and we get to our final question.
man.
So what is your first names? Oh, sorry.
Bonnie trails by 1, but if she gets this last question correct, she
I know.
could tie Brett
Brett
Sheridan
misses.
heading into round number 2.
That is correct.
And your last question is in the world of animated movies. Animated films. And the question is, Wilbur is what type of animal in the animated classic Charlotte's Web? This is kind of a book-movie hybrid.
Yeah. Well, Bonnie's a big reader, so she might get this
We've
right.
expanded the rules here.
That's true.
Bonnie's a big reader. You're talking like I read children's books?
5. When you were a kid, you did 4, 3, 2, 1. Brett, can you get the 4 points?
Pig?
Yes. And Bonnie?
Pig.
4-3. So after that first round, it was a scorcher. It is 4-3. Brett Sheridan with the 1-point lead.
And I'm fine with the defensive struggle. Both competitors seem to have found their footing a little bit, and we could see some fireworks in round number 2.
And right now, Ben Goddard is thinking the same thing we are. I'm 2-0 right now.
He went through those JTE rules like they were B actors. You know what I'm saying?
So now Brett Sheridan has 2 JTE rules left. Bonnie has used all of them, but it is the second round. Mark, how does the second round go?
In round number 2, this is known as the wheel round. Each competitor gets a spin at the wheel. Once you settle on a category, you'll be asked 4 questions from said genre of film. Each question is worth 2 points. There is no penalty for missing a question in round 2. However, stealing is available. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. So although Bonnie is sitting in the higher ranked competitor chair, Brett Sheridan has skilled his way to a 4-3 lead. Brett, would you like to spin the wheel first or defer to your shiny opponent?
I will. No, Bonnie? No, may I spin it? Okay.
Okay.
Give it a good spin.
All right.
And
We got this.
the wheel today is a sponsored wheel looking for modern classics is the wedge.
Good.
Modern classics. If Brett spins modern classics or if Bonnie spins it, we will say the name of that patron. Thank you for supporting the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon.
Go ahead, sir. Here's your spin. There's a spin by Brett Sheridan.
Christian, you see the look of Steven Spielberg just disappointed in Brett that he didn't conjure that War of the Worlds.
And it might come right around the side. What are we looking at here?
Oh no!
Opponent's
choice.
Well, the question. Well, I mean, but the thing is,
You don't get a choice.
and you can't spin again.
You can't respin if it's
Spin
opponent's
again.
choice.
Not off opponent's choice. You gotta sit there. All right, so you sit down, Brett. So Bonnie and Shannon now are going to collaborate and see what they're going to give him. Now, look, I got to be honest. I think the whole wheel is an opponent's choice for Brett.
You know what? It's hard to penalize him too much if he doesn't know anything in the first place.
Right. So the question is, what does he? If there is one, find out what his strength was.
That's right. Well, he did know Wilbur was a pig.
Bonnie, what's your choice? Although Shannon is leading Bonnie to the wheel.
Wow,
Very
nice.
And what are we taking for Brett for his slice? All right, here we go. Where are we going with this?
Wow, Meryl Streep is in the house.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep it is. Mark,
I will administer the Meryl Streep questions, and my only favor to Shannon is next time Bonnie and Brett compete, please bring enough champagne for Christian and I as well. Bottle looks delicious.
Yeah.
All right, Brett Sheridan.
Yes, sir.
The world of Meryl Streep. First impressions when you hear the name of that talented actress.
I love her. Devil Wears Prada.
That's it?
Great
That's it.
actress.
You got-
Chunky necklaces. Nice, comfortable sweaters.
How dare you?
There you go.
Fat shaming her necklaces.
No, that's a term. I'm not being.
No, it's called a statement necklace,
Okay.
not a
Brett,
chunky necklace.
Your first question of
Okay.
4.
Okay.
In the wild, wonderful world of Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep starred as vain actress Madeline Ashton
That
in this
becomes her.
1992 comedy.
That becomes her.
5, 4.
Oh, multiple choice.
I can provide that. Thank you for remembering. Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Postcards from the Edge, B, Noises Off, C, Death Becomes Her, or D, Straight Talk?
Death Becomes Her.
1 point for Brett Sheridan.
Damn it!
And the crowd leaps into applause. Brett, your next question.
Don't.
Who directed Meryl and others in the 2014 film Into the Woods?
Into the woods. Into the woods. Let's get a multiple choice on that one.
Is it A, Bill Condon, B, Rob Marshall, C, Joel Schumacher, or D, Baz Luhrmann?
I think it was Bob Luhrmann. I think.
Joel Schumacher.
That is incorrect. Bonnie, I'm going to give you your options again for multiple choice for a
Who's
point.
Baz
Is it
Luhrmann?
A, Bill Condon, B, Rob Marshall, C, Joel Schumacher, or D, Baz Luhrmann?
Hey, Bill Condon.
That is incorrect. Looking for Rob Marshall.
Oh!
Rob Marshall.
Marsh.
Each one within a letter of the correct answer, Christian. All right, Brett, back to you for your penultimate question in the world of Meryl Streep. Kevin Kline plays Meryl Streep's emotionally unstable lover, Nathan Landau, in this film.
I think I know it, but I'm gonna take multiple choice.
I can provide that. Is it A, Silkwood, B, Sophie's Choice, C, August Osage County, or D, Julie and Julia?
Good thing I didn't
Julie and Julia.
say the one I thought it was. Osage County?
That is incorrect, Bonnie. I'm going to give you your options once again. Is it A, Silkwood, B, Sophie's Choice,
Julie
C,
and
August
Julia.
Osage County, or D, Julie and Julia?
B, Sophie's Choice.
That is correct.
Bonnie gets within 1 now.
Big steal.
Big steal from Bonnie, yeah.
Thank you.
That's a very popular movie.
It's an upper. It's like an uplifting film.
Back to Brett Sheridan for his last question in the world of Meryl Streep that could be worth up to 2 points, but probably not. In what film does Meryl Streep act opposite Stanley Tucci, Emily
Devil
Blunt,
Wears
and
Prada.
Simon Baker?
Oh, Devil Wears Prada.
It is worth 2 points, and he got it. It is 7-4.
Easiest question ever.
Well, your turn to find out if you can get some easy questions now, too, as you step up to the wheel. Bonnie Somerville going to hit the wheel now. Brett Sheridan finds himself with a 3-point lead over Bonnie Somerville. If she can get something that she is comfortable with, and she can find something in her wheelhouse, this could be a lights-out scenario.
That's right, but the pressure is not off of Brett Sheridan, because if she spins opponent's choice like Brett did, Brett is going to have to pin Bonnie with
That's
something very tough. You may spin at your ready, milady. Once again, if we hit modern classics, we're saying the name of a Patreon member.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
Staying with it. She's staying with it. Staying with Paul Thomas Anderson. All right, so Bonnie's going to get 4 questions in the realm of Paul Thomas Anderson movies.
All right, the famed director of such films as Time Cop, Hard Target, and Die Hard, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Here you go, Bonnie. You got 4 questions. First one. Who plays the wife of Philip Seymour Hoffman's character in The Master?
Multiple choice, please.
A, Julianne Moore. B, Michelle Williams. C, Amy Adams. D, Anne Hathaway.
Amy Adams.
For 1 point. That's correct. Yeah,
We're within 2.
that's right.
And all Brett
Nobody
Sheridan
here
can
wants
do
me
is
to
now.
win.
Corruption is not a popular
go.
faction. Here we go. All right. In Magnolia, an unusual event occurs when this type of animal falls from the skies above Los Angeles.
Oh. Multiple choice, please.
A, fish. B, squids. C, locusts. D, frogs.
Locust?
C, locusts.
It's incorrect. Brett, is it A, fish. B, squids. C, locusts. D, frogs.
Frog.
Let's go D frogs.
Correct for 1 point. So now, Brett has given himself a 3-point lead. Bonnie Somerville's third question. All right, here you go. Bonnie?
Yes.
Who stars as private detective Doc Sportello in Inherent Vice?
Multiple choice, please.
A, Philip Seymour Hoffman. B, Adam Sandler. C, Joaquin Phoenix. D, John C. Reilly.
Philip Seymour.
Yes, for 1 point. Final question here.
And we're in that position, Christian. If Bonnie gets the last question right off the bat, we're going to be tied going into round number 3.
Here it is. Final one. Who plays porn director Jack Horner in Boogie Nights?
Burt Reynolds.
2 points. We're tied up. Bonnie tied the game. 8-8.
Sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
8-8. Look at this.
Sorry,
She did it.
Sorry, what, did I not show up today? I don't know. Did I? I don't know.
That's a bunch of Boulder Dash!
And it is 8-8 as we head into round number 3. This is the round that will determine the match. And Christian,
my
one of these
God.
competitors is going to get to double digits, and that might be the deciding factor in this ballgame.
It is. Because Bonnie, definitely, I think there was a Paul Thomas Anderson was a strength. It is exactly the match we thought it was going to be.
It is.
But they're both fighting.
A lot of
And that's why you get
jocularity,
fun. Yeah.
a lot of laughs,
Yeah.
a lot of competition.
Give me the rules for round 3. Let's get to it.
In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. We need 3 numbers from each competitor. Each number you give us is going to correspond to a different category of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how. The first question we asked you is worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. There is no penalty for missing a question, and there is no stealing nor multiple choice in round number 3. So while we are tied here between Bonnie and Brett at 8 points apiece, Bonnie is sitting in the higher ranked chair. So Bonnie, give us your 3 preferred numbers that range from 1 to 20.
7, 16, 4.
7, 16, and 4 for Bonnie. Brett?
2, 9, and 13.
All right, 2, 9, and 13.
Is that your 8?
Because
Is
Brett
that your ATM passcode?
Yes.
now, because Brett is the lower ranked competitor, he will go first, even though it is a tie game with the with category 2 mark.
Brett, that's in the world of dramas.
Oh, perfect.
In the world of dramas, I'm going to ask you a question here for 2 points and the lead. In the film Dances with Wolves, Lieutenant John Dunbar is fighting during which war in the film's opening sequence?
During the Revolutionary War?
That is incorrect. Looking for the Civil
War.
War.
That's right.
Gonna say.
All right, Bonnie, your turn here to
Yes.
go up. You chose category 7,
Yes.
directors. Who directed the 1974
Mel Brooks.
comedy Blazing Saddles?
Mel Brooks.
2 points. Bonnie goes up, so now Brett now has his 3-pointer. He's got to try to stay in the game here and bounce
Bonnie's
back.
in the lead. Oh.
That's right, Brett. You selected number
Bonnie's
9
in the lead.
for your 3-pointer.
Yep.
And that corresponds to famous actors and actresses.
Oh. I'm not in that category, am I? Because that would be unfair.
All right, let's see. So, Brett took... Oh! Katie taking a shot. All right,
All right, Brett, your question. Who played the girlfriend of Ross in Friends? I'm sorry, I was reading the long...
How dare
I
you?
apologize. Your real question,
I'm
Brett,
so
for famous
insulted.
actors and actresses for 3 points. What Stanley Kubrick movie did Nicole Kidman star in?
Eyes wide shut.
Brett Sheridan has taken an 11 to 10 lead.
All right.
He's
So now-
getting easier questions. It's not fair.
So now Bonnie needs to now hit her 3 in order to have Brett answer his 5. So here we go. Bonnie, if you hit this, it bounces back to Brett. Category 16, Steven Spielberg movies. All right, Steven Spielberg. Here we go.
I'm waiting.
All right.
Let's.
Who plays cigar chomping fighter pilot Wild Bill Kelso in the Spielberg film 1941?
You don't get a multiple choice or anything.
Not for this one. 5.
Pass, I don't know.
John Belushi. John Belushi.
Did
So
you know that? Oh, don't you dare. John Belushi.
so now we are in a position here. Now we are in a position where Bonnie has to hit her 5-pointer. If she hits it, she will bounce it back to Brett. However, if she misses, Brett Sheridan will win the game.
Here is it me?
Bonnie, you chose category 4. Category 4
Quiet.
for Bonnie. Action adventure. Action adventure. Here we go. All right. Denzel Washington plays a former Marine named John Creasy in which 2004 film?
Deja Vu. Right? I think it's Deja Vu.
Flight.
Made it to double figures.
And on fire, Brett Sheridan was on the ropes. He was on the ropes, but he hit it. And now we have Brett Sheridan and Ben Goddard potentially, but we'll also see because they are in the same faction that could move away. Unbelievable that match was something.
And I will say this for both competitors, they did show up, they did bring more movie trivia knowledge than I had given them credit for previously. They know a lot about a variety of categories, they know their strengths, they played the game well from a strategy perspective too.
It was very entertaining to say the least. They're super entertaining on the SEN Live show. They're going to have a lot to say about it, the two of them for sure. And it was fun to watch. It was really fun to watch. You had Brett, who everyone was counting out. Everyone thought that he would lose the match. Everybody thought that he wouldn't score 3 points. Well, he scored 11, and he won the match, and he beat Bonnie Somerville, who finds herself now at 0-3. Brett Sheridan, however, maybe the last time I ever say this, Brett Sheridan is undefeated.
Never
in
lost.
The movie trivia Schmoedown. He is
Never lost.
So that's it.
It's exciting for Brett. It's certainly exciting for SEN Live. A lot of those characters going to be having a lot more drawing to do back and forth.
It's exciting for the Den, because now the Den finds himself with 4 points already this season because they had Sheridan with a victory and they also had Ben Goddard with a victory. So already the Den finds himself with 4 points in this early season.
That's right, and now we're going to turn it over to the great Jen Sturger, who's going to have a post-game interview with your winner. Can't believe I just said that. Brett Sheridan and the Den.
Hey everyone, Jen Sturger here, backstage with Brett Sheridan. Holy crap, did you ever think you would hear the words, "and your winner"?
No, I did not. That was amazing. I'm seriously shaking. This was scary for me. I had a great time, and I mean, Bonnie, 1 point. It was close, but I got it, and I'm super stoked.
Grace, I can see you behind him looking absolutely regal and proud. How are you feeling right now?
You know, I am very regal and proud, thank you. The thing is that it's not, if the destination is the same, the journey can be sloppy, you know? And 1 point works for me. I'm very proud.
And so, I mean, I have to ask, Meryl Streep, you gave the people what you want, but obviously not your strength. Was there something on the board you were actually looking for?
Animated. Yeah, I thought so. But then I realized I have seen a lot of Meryl Streep films, so I could have stolen, I think, some of those. Was that the round with steals? No? Okay.
You can't steal your own questions, buddy. You can't
Yes, I was thinking of something different. Schmoedown!
And now, obviously, the match would be you versus Ben, but there is a rule that allows factions to turn down that match, obviously, because faction versus faction would make it so that your record gets impacted somehow as a group. And so you guys do have the ability to turn down that match, especially, this early on.
I'd like to address that. That is true, but then if you try to turn down a match, Christian stops talking to you. So I'm going to go ahead and say we'll have to figure that one out.
And one day I'll get through one of these interviews with you without completely busting. Anyways, congratulations on your very first win. You are undefeated in the Schmoedown? Question mark? Back to you guys.
All right,
Christian, I mean, look, everybody wants to know the question, maybe you are where the buck stops with whether we're actually going to see Ben Goddard take on Brett Sheridan.
Well, so just to clarify exactly what that means, when it comes to like, they're not even in the rankings yet, those two, right? So when you're in the rankings and if there was a certain, for example, Ben Bateman is playing Dan Murrell for the championship, they can't turn away that match. That's a match that has to happen because of the rankings. And the same thing if Mark Andreyko and Snyder had to play each other because of either tournaments or perhaps rankings, that this number one contendership has to happen. This is a different circumstance. Because of these two, there will be suggestions of Ben Goddard can play either Brett Sheridan or someone else.
Competitor-wide.
Correct. So that's where it more or less means that the Den now can say, well, we don't want the two to play against each other, we'll take that match instead. As opposed to if it was Bonnie that would have won, then it would have been an automatic match between Bonnie and Ben.
Exciting, wacky stuff. I think what we can say is that the managers are just as invested as the competitors are this season. You bring up Bonnie Somerville. Jen Serger is standing by with Bonnie. She did score 10 points. She got into double figures, Jen. She's got to be feeling good about that.
You know what? There does seem to be a pretty, there's a decent mood back here. They're still celebrating. At least there's a little bit of the bubbly back here.
I mean, look at us. Why wouldn't we, right?
Yeah. Shannon, I know that you are obviously disappointed to be handed your loss today, but were there things that you saw in Bonnie's performance that gave you hope for moving forward?
I'm not disappointed at all. Half the battle is showing up, and ladies and gentlemen, she did it. Not only did she do it, she came within 1 point. 1 point.
There was a little bit of whispers that you may or may not even show up. It's kind of become your reputation. Do you have any thoughts about that?
No.
Great, this interview is going fantastic. Paul Thomas Anderson, are you happy that you stuck with that? You seemed like at least you remembered that you could go multiple choice.
You know what? I'm mad at myself about that one, and I'm a little bit frustrated about a couple of other things. But I'm glad I got into double digits. I'm back. I showed up. I'm not sick. Okay? My car didn't get towed. I don't want to hear from any of you people. Something else happened. I'm here, and I'll be back.
Well, hopefully next time with a win. And like I said, there's so much to move forward and work on here. What's this story though about Ben and a date? Sorry, I'm just kind of getting caught up on all this.
Oh, Bonnie, I'm going to pass that one over to you.
Yeah, I don't kiss and tell, so I'll just keep that to myself for a while.
Back to you guys.
Well,
saucy.
Saucy indeed.
I'm going to read into that answer.
The Smoke Show, of course, showing why she is the Smoke Show indeed. She did show up and she did play tough here. Brett Sheridan, though, pulls out the win, 11-10, beats Bonnie Somerville, and I guess the Den will have to now figure out. Now we'll also have to see what other competitors inside of factions will start to make a move, which rookies will make the move to challenge both Brett Sheridan and Ben Goddard, because the Den is in a really good position right now.
I'll tell you what I'm really interested in, and this is me being honest, is that I've always known Brett to be a very funny, jovial, but humble guy. What Brett Sheridan do we see on SEN Live come Monday? Is he going to suddenly be cocky with his win? Is he going to come in with a big Frank Lucas fur coat? What is the new Brett Sheridan looking like now that he's 1-0?
Cocky, no, but I will tell you that from knowing Brett Sheridan, because he is 1-0 and he knows he's going to play again.
Think he's cracking the movie trivia book?
I do. I think he starts studying. I think we see a better Brett Sheridan play. Now, is he going to be a champion? Probably not. But will we see him? Will we see him playing?
Aim for the stars, kids.
Will we see him actually playing and caring and being, invested? I think we do.
I think that we're going to see a lot more Brett Sheridan this season, and hopefully Bonnie Somerville as well. You know you're going to get your fill of Christian Harloff and myself, Mark Ellis. Make sure you check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon right now. Select which tier is right for you and enjoy us wherever you enjoy your podcast. For Christian Harloff, I am Mark Ellis, and this is the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Don't run away. Don't dare do that.
Oh, we also have tickets on sale.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Atlanta at the end of February. February 29th. I'm doing stand-up the 28th in Atlanta. Then we have the big show Saturday at the Rich Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, February 29th. Get your tickets at theschmoedownlive.com, where you can also get tickets for the free-for-all being held in downtown Los Angeles. Did I miss anything this time, Christian?
No, but you do want to catch the biggest fight maybe in Schmoedown history. Bateman versus Murrell. If you can see it in person, you should. Theschmoedownlive.com, February 29th in Atlanta. We'll see you next
Adding that to my plug now.
Please do.
Well, that was entertaining, to say the least. Congrats to the sniper, Brett. Good win. I know you definitely feeling great about that. I'll be honest, I had Bonnie winning this match. So, My apologies for doubting you. I didn't really give you much of a shot here. Thought Bonnie would do it. Bonnie, always great to see you. You're awesome. Whenever you do show up. I can't wait for March. I'm going to be at the free-for-all. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait for that. If you like my reactions, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, Chris Woodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub, peace.